Good morning, children. Children, we have started this topic estimation and we have learned how to find out sum and difference using approximated numbers. In today's class, we will learn how to find out the estimated product. So let's see. Learning objective. In today's class, you will learn to implement these estimation technique in finding out a product of two or more numbers. And after this, we will solve the textbook exercise 1.3. Learning outcome. You will able to develop the understanding of how to find out an estimated product. And you will be able to finish the exercise 1.3. Children, this is a page from your NCERT textbook. The topic is to estimate products. How do we estimate product? Like you know it very well, the two numbers will be approximated to its nearest place value and then we find out the product. The first question, here we have two numbers. Both the numbers have a equal number of digits. That is 2, 19 and 78. They both are two-digit number. 19 is approximated to its nearest tens value, which is 20. And 78 can be approximated to its nearest 10 value is 80. If we find out the product of 20 and 80, we get 1600, which is a meaningful estimate. It is very necessary to see whether the answer we are getting after approximation is a meaningful answer or not. In the second question, we'll see we have two numbers 63 and 182. They have unequal number of digits. So we will have three ways to find out the estimated products. And we will see one by one that which one is the meaningful estimate and which one is not. First, we will see that we will find out the approximation to the nearest hundreds place. If we approximate number 63 to its nearest hundreds place, the answer is 100. And 182 can be approximated to the nearest hundreds place value is 200. So the product of 100 and 200, we get 20,000. This number 20,000 is a large number. And if we compare it with the exact answer, this is not a meaningful approximation because there is a wide difference between the approximated answer and the exact answer. Second way we will do this question by taking the number to its nearest tens place approximation. If we approximate 63 to its nearest tens place, we will get 60. The second, 182, if we find out the nearest tens place approximation, what we get, children? We will get 180. So to find out the product of 60 and 180, we will get 10,800. But children, to get the exact approximation value, you should remember the tables till 20 thoroughly. So there is a chances of doing an error. So to get a safest and a quick answer, what you will do, the third step, which is very much used commonly, what we do that 63 we approximate it to its nearest tens place. That is 63 can be approximated to 60. We have taken the tens place approximation. But for number 182, we have taken the nearest hundreds place approximation, which is 200. So if we will take out the product of 60 and 200, we get 12,000, which is a quick and a good estimate. So we have seen that for two different numbers, we have taken a two different place value of approximation. So there is no rigid rule. I have told you before that there is no rigid rule for every number to have the same place of approximation. It varies depending upon the number or of digits in the number. So there is a try these box over here. We will do these questions in the next slide. We have to find out the product of 87 into 330. So 87 can be rounded off to 90, which is the nearest tens place, and 313 rounded off to 300, which is the nearest hundreds place approximation. So 90 into 300, we'll get a 27,000 as a product. In the second example, we have 9 multiplied by 795. So 9 can be rounded off to 10, which is a nearest tens place approximation. 795 can be approximated to hundreds place, that is 800. So product of 10 and 800, we get 8,000. Third example, 898 multiplied by 785. 898 can be approximated to 900. 785 can be approximated to 800. So we know it very well. 8 nines are 72. So we get 7,20,000 as an answer. Last, 958 into 387. 958 can be approximated to 1000. 387 can be approximated to 400. So to find out the product, 1000 into 400, we get 400,000. Next question, we have to find out the product of, have to estimate the product of 81 into 479. Using the same rule, 479 can be rounded off to 500, which is a hundreds place approximation. 81 can be rounded off to 80, which is a tens place approximation. So 500 into 80, we get 40,000. We see 40,000 is a good estimate. So we have few more example, 37 into 1889. Now we will see 37 can be approximated to 40. 1889 can be approximated to 2000. So we get 80,000, which is a good, which is also a meaningful approximation. Let us see few more example. Estimate the product 42 into 57. 42 can be approximated to 40. 57 can be approximated to 60. So we'll find out the product quickly. That is 2400. So you can see by using this technique, you are quickly doing all the questions. The next example, you have to estimate the product 47 into 84. 47 can be rounded off to 50 and 84 can be rounded off to 80. So 5 8s are 40, we get 4,000 as an estimated product. So let's begin this exercise 1.3, which is from your textbook only. You have 3 questions. We will do all the questions one after the another. You have to estimate each of the following using general rule. You have to find out the sum and difference in this question. And you have to enlist 10 more such example of addition and subtraction, and you have to find out their outcomes. So we will see 730, you can be rounded off to 700. 998 can be rounded off to nearest hundreds, that is 1000. So if you add these two numbers, you will get a 1700 as a sum. Again, 796 minus 314. We will round off 796 to its nearest hundreds place. We will see it is 800. 314 can be rounded off to nearest hundreds place value, which is 300. So 800 minus 300, which is 500. This is also a meaningful difference. Again, we have to find out the sum of these two numbers. 12,904. We will find the nearest thousands place approximation this time. We'll get 13,000. 2,888. Its nearest thousands place approximation is 3,000. So 13,000 plus 3,000, we'll get 16,000 as a sum. So last question, 28,292 minus 21,496. In this question, you will find out the approximation value. First step, 28,292 can be rounded off to 28,000. 21,496 can also be rounded off to 21,000, as these values are lesser than 500. So the thousands place value will remain unchanged. So 28,000 minus 21,000, simply we will get an answer 7,000, which is a reasonable difference estimate. You have to take 10 more examples as follow. I have taken all the 10 examples you can take by yourself also, whatever you want to take. So I have taken 320 plus 275, which is 300 plus 300, which gives you 600. So this way, children, you can take by yourself. If in case you have any doubt, you can follow my slides. So this is the questions, which is your homework. You can do it by yourself. I have taken it 5 on the first previous slides and 5 on this slide. So I have taken mixed sums of sum and difference. You can also take by yourself. Let us go to the question number 2. Give a rough estimate by rounding off to the nearest hundreds and a closer estimate by rounding it off to the nearest tens place. So you know it very well. If we take a approximation value to a higher value, we get a rough approximation. Whereas if we take the rounding off to the nearest tens place value, we get a closer estimates. So 439 plus 334 plus 4,317. What we will do, we will take the hundreds place approximation. So first, in the first step I have done that I have finded out the nearest hundreds place approximation. All these number 439, 334, 4,317, they have approximated to the hundreds place value, which is 400 plus 300 plus 4,300, which is 5,000. So this is a rough estimate. But if we approximate this number to its nearest tens place, 439, its nearest tens place approximation, which is 440. 334 can be rounded off to tens place, that is 330. 4317 can be rounded off to 4320. So if we add these number, we get 5019. This sum is a closer sum to the real number, real sum. Second example, you have 1,08,734 minus 47,599. In this, you have to find it off the first step, hundreds place approximation, which is 1,08,700, and for 47,599, which is 47,600. So the rough approximation is 61,100. But if we approximate to the nearest tens place, 1,08,734 can be rounded off to 1,08,730. And 47,599 can be rounded off to 47,600. So we will see we get a closer approximation to the exact answer, which is 61,130. Children, you have to show me all these steps in your notebook. I'm doing it just in a one line, but you have to show me the rough work, which is also meaningful for me to check. Next question, 8,325 minus 491. So we will round it off to the nearest hundreds place. 8,325, when we round it off to the hundreds place approximation, we get 8,300. 491 can be approximated to 500. 8,300 minus 500, we get a 7,800 as a difference, which is a rough estimate difference. When we take the same number for the nearest tens place approximation, we get 83,025 as approximated to 8,330. And 491 can be approximated to its nearest tens place value, that is 490. We get a difference 7,840, which is a closer estimate to the exact answer. Next question, 4,89,348 minus 48,365. We will round it off to the nearest hundreds place. This number we get in hundreds place approximation as 4,89,300. We have approximated the hundreds place value, and in this digit 48,400. So when we find out the difference, we get 4,40,900, which is a rough estimate. In the next question, we will round it off to the nearest tens place value. This 48 will changes to 50 while we copied the remaining digits. 4,89,350 minus 48,365. This 65 will changes to 70. 48,370. So this difference will come out to be 4,40,980. So you can see this difference is a reasonable estimate to the exact answer.